Hello viewers, today I will teach you how to make vegetable puffs. So first we are taking the peas and carrot vegetable which I have already taught you how to make in the previous video. You just make that vegetable and keep it ready. Cool it so that it doesn't affect the sheets that we are using for making the puffs. And then we have to preheat the oven. We have to preheat the oven to 450 degrees centigrade, and then we should start making the puffs. So this is the ready-made vegetable which we are going to keep it as a filling in the puffs, and this vegetable I have already taught you all how to make. I had done with carrot and peas. Here we have corn which is also done in the same way. All three things can be mixed together and made a vegetable, or it is the filling inside the vegetable puff that we are going to make today. So while the oven is preheating, we will take the baking trays and then we will smear them with butter before starting placing the vegetable puffs, so that it does not stick to the baking tray when it is done. Now take a little bit of 2A butter which is available in the stores and preheat it, melt it before we apply it to the baking tray. So this much butter is enough. You just open the oven and place it and adjust for 30 seconds auto. Now grease the trays completely so that the vegetable puffs do not stick to the baking tray when being made. This is how the grease is applied to the, this is melted butter that I have showed you that we melted in the microwave oven. You can see that the butter is still has the scope to be melted further, so you can keep in the microwave oven for 30 more seconds. Now we can take the puff pastry sheets that is available in the stores and we can start making puffs. We can also make puffs with the help of all multi-purpose flour or maida flour, which we get easily in India. Today I am showing with multi-purpose flour. I'm showing with puffs pastry sheets. Another time I will show you with maida flour how to make the dough and how to make. So this is how the puff pastry sheet is inside the packing. You have to remove the plastic sheet and then you can directly make puffs. It will take longer baking time and there will be more layers of the dough. You can also roll it out and make it thinner so that the dough is less and the filling is more prominent. So I am cutting it to convenient size. Here I am cutting it into squares. So this is the original size of the pastry sheet that we have cut into, and now we have rolled it out a little further so that it will be almost twice the size of the puff. In this case you need lesser baking hours, otherwise it will be very thick layer coated and the dough will be more prominent than the filling inside. So rolling it out a little further. Now we will add the vegetable for the filling and we will apply a little bit of water on two edges, and then we have to fold it into a triangular shape. See, this is how the puff will look before baking. Then we can press the edges with the help of a fork so that it doesn't open while baking. You can add a little bit of the melted butter so that it doesn't stick to the dough. So this is how the puff will look. So when you're making the puff, you have to place it in the tray that I've already press it in the tray and then apply a little bit of butter on the top. See, the vegetable came off because I didn't smear the edges. So we have to smear the edges with water compulsorily. I forgot to smear the edges and the vegetable started coming off. So we are rectifying the mistake. Similarly, you should also smear the water before fixing the edges. Now press it to a comfortable pressure so that neither does it stick to the bottom, neither does it spread when we try to bake it. And place it in the tray like this. You can grease the, we have to make the, see, you can grease it and it flows easily to twice the size. You can even do it directly as I said earlier. You just have to put the vegetable, grease two edges, perpendicular edges, and then you have to fold it so that the two edges are covered with the this last piece had come in the rectangular shape, so we have to cut off the extra dough to fix the triangular shape. Now we have to press it at the edges so that it doesn't open while baking. also smear dough, dry dough sometimes to roll out the sheets. Keep the filling, smear the connecting edges, two edges which are connected, not the opposite edges, with water, and then fold the and press it so that the puffs do not open while baking. Then transfer them to the baking tray. The butter has condensed, solidified because of the winter, so we have to once again heat it before smearing it. Now brush a little bit of butter on all the pastries and two connecting sides have to be smeared with water. Add a little bit of filling, fold it into two, press the sides, and place it in the baking tray. Smear it with water, two edges with water which are connected, and then close it and press it with the help of a fork so that the puff does not open. Then place it in the baking tray. Individually they should be placed, they should not be sticking to one another. Spread to twice the size of the available size smear the connecting sides with water, fork, edge. And place it in the baking tray. Now the pastries are ready and all ready to go into the oven. The oven has been preheated to 450 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Already we have greased the baking tray. Now we are greasing the top of the butter. This is puffs being smeared with butter for beautiful appearance and heating properly. At 400 degrees Fahrenheit you have to put them in. I put them in the lower tray because I want a light brown. You can also put them in upper tray so that you will get a nice dark brown. It is your wish whether you want very dark brown paste puffs or you want light brown puffs. Now we have to time the cooking. We should adjust the timer, start timer at 12 minutes, start on. Now puff is baking inside.